Well, a day after the Russian ambassador to Turkey was assassinated in the capital, Ankara, security was tight across the country. Russia and Turkey are standing united against terror. CCTV's Mikhail Bardaviv reports.
Hours after a Turkish man named Mert Altıntaş assassinated the Russian ambassador to Turkey, Andrei Karlov, officials announced the terrorist was an off-duty Turkish police officer. The 22-year-old had shouted out Arabic and Turkish slogans condemning Russia's involvement in Syria. He was shot and killed at the scene by Turkish special forces. If the act of terrorism aimed at damaging relations between the two nations, the effect seems to be the opposite. The leaders of Turkey and Russia have both emphasized that this assassination was provocative and aimed at hurting ties. The attack comes at a time when the two countries have increased cooperation regarding the evacuation process of Aleppo, Syria.
They will not come between Turkey and Russia. Whoever terror may come from, whoever may be behind it, we will overcome it with cooperation between our nation and our government. Terror will not separate us, but rather unite us and strengthen our cooperation.
Per the agreement between Turkish President Erdogan and his counterpart Putin, officials from both countries will be carrying out a joint investigation. Meanwhile, Turkish authorities have detained 6 suspects as well as the parents and sister of the terrorist. Turkish police have been exploring links with the attacker and the Fethullah Gülen terror organization, believed to be behind the July coup attempt in Turkey. The group denies any connection. Analysts emphasize this attack shows a security vulnerability that Turkey must deal with.
In terms of security, this is very critical. It's a very complicated issue because the assailant was a police officer that works within our own government. What are we to do from now on? Ask police officers to leave their weapons outside when they enter a conference or openings? It's a paradox in itself.
Security was tightened across the capital, especially around the Russian embassy, while the Iranian and U.S. embassies were closed for the day due to security concerns. Clearly an issue Turkey will have to deal with. Mikhail Bardaviv at the Turkish-Syrian border.